Assalamualaikum, my name is Ria Nur Ain binti Rizwandi. My number matric A25A4737. For introduction, Islamic financial riba refer to any guarantee increased on a loan that benefit only the lender. It is strictly provided under Sharia law as it increase injustice and economic imbalance. Unlike riba, trade and profit sharing are permissible because they involve risk and mutual benefit. For instance, mudarabah allows profit sharing between investor and entrepreneur, while murabahah enables transparent markup selling. The ban of riba has encouraged the growth of Islamic banking, which offered a fair and integral financial system aligned with Islamic principles.
My name is Sitina Hafizah binti Ali and my matric number is A25A4687. Let me continue with my part of this presentation, which is the key points and the findings of the article. First of all, the key points of the article is how riba avoidance and product knowledge influence people's decision to become customer of Islamic banks. Second, the article also said about Islamic banking is based on Sharia principle and avoids interest, which is prohibited in Islam. Lastly, it also mentioned about many Muslims choose Islamic banks for avoids riba in their financial transaction. This is my last part of this presentation, which is I will present about the findings of the article. For this part, the article said that riba avoidance and product knowledge significantly influence the decision to become an Islamic bank customer. And the last of my point is, most respondents of this article strongly agreed that they use Islamic banks because they want halal transaction and they believe that Islamic banks operations follow Sharia principles.
My name is Putri Nopara Natasha binti Jahan and my matric number is A25A4740. This research applied a quantitative research to examine the relationship between riba avoidance, product knowledge, and customers' decision to choose Islamic banks. The data were collected from 30 respondents in Palu City, Indonesia, and the respondents were selected randomly from Islamic bank customers. To analyze the collected data, the researchers used SPSS statistical analysis in order to determine whether the variable had a significant effect on customers' decision. This method helped the researchers obtain measurable and evidence-based findings. Based on the findings, the study concluded that riba avoidance has a significant influence on customers' decision to choose Islamic banks. In addition, product knowledge also plays an important role as customers who understand Islamic banking products are more likely to choose Islamic banking service. Overall, the study shows that both religious motivation and knowledge of banking products contribute to customers' decision in selecting Islamic bank. That's all, thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nur Amira binti Ismail. My matric number is A25A4704. Today I want to talk about the relevance of the article that my group chose. This article is relevant to the broader topic of Islamic banking because it explains the factor that influence customers in choosing Islamic banks. The study found that riba avoidance and product knowledge have a positive effects on customers' decisions. This means that people who understand Islamic banking products and want to avoid riba are more likely to become customers of Islamic banks. The research is also important because it helps improve understanding of customer behavior in Islamic finance. This study is relevant because it explains why customers prefer Islamic banks. The main reasons are avoiding riba and understanding Islamic banking products. Okay, thank you. That's all from me.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Haikal bin Muzawar Hizilman. My matric number is A25A4725. In this part, I want to explain about the implication. I have four implication. The first one is relate to Islamic banking, significance for practice, significance for theory, and the last one, future research. The first one is relate to Islamic banking. This article is relate to Islamic banking because it's explained that customers are more likely to choose Islamic banks when they understand the product and want to avoid riba. This shows the importance of Sharia compliant banking service. Second one is significance for practice. The research is important for practice because Islamic banks can improve awareness through education and better marketing. If customers understand Islamic banking products, they may be more interested in using them. After that, significance for theory. This study support the idea that religious belief and product knowledge can influence customer behavior and financial decision in Islamic banking. And the last point is future research. Future studies should include more respondents and different location because this study only involve 30 respondents in one city, which may limit the findings.
Hi, welcome to critique part of the article. For this section, my friend and I will present the critique of the article. This includes evaluating the strengths and weaknesses of the study, focusing on its methodology, finding, and argument. The article discusses how riba avoidance and product knowledge influence customer decision to choose Islamic banking. Now, let my friend presenting first before I tell you the weaknesses of this article. Now, let's watch him do it. Let's go.
From my analysis, this article demonstrates several notable strengths. Firstly, it established a clear theoretical framework that connects Islamic value, particularly the avoidance of riba, with consumer decision making. This shows a strong alignment between religious principle and practical financial behavior. Secondly, the study provides empirical evidence through survey data, which reinforce the argument that riba avoidance is a dominant factor influencing customer choice. Thirdly, the findings are highly relevant to the current context of Islamic banking, especially in Muslim majority societies, where religious motivation plays a critical role. Overall, the article successfully bridges theoretical concepts with practical application, making it a credible and valuable reference for understanding consumer behavior in Islamic finance. In addition to the main strengths already discussed, this study presents several further contributions that enhance its overall credibility. Firstly, the research provides clear operational definition for the key variables such as riba, avoidance, and product knowledge. This is important because it ensures that the concepts are not only theoretical sound but also measurable in practice, which strengthens the transparency and replicability of the study. Secondly, the research is highly relevant to Muslim consumer behavior in the context of Islamic banking by focusing on how religious value influence financial decisions. The study highlights the unique motivation of Muslim customers and demonstrates the practical impact of Islamic principle of modern banking choice. Thirdly, the conclusions are consistent and clearly aligned with the data findings. This consistency shows that the analysis is logical and that the results generally support the claim being made. Taken together, this additional strand underlines the reliability of the research and confirms its usefulness as a reference for both academic study and practical application in Islamic finance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good night. My name is Muhammad Taufik Hidayat with a matric number A25A4721. Now, I will explain the weaknesses, evaluation, and overall assessment for the article The Effect of Riba. Now, the first weakness that I found in this article is the sample size is quite too small, with only 30 respondents, which limit the ability to generalize the finding. Second, the study focused on only Palu Island, making it less applicable to other regions or countries. In addition, The study lacked qualitative insight, such as interviewer, a deeper explanation of customer behavior. The article also does not explore the other important factors such as service quality or trust, which may influence customer decisions. Lastly, the study relies heavily on statistical data without providing a deeper discussion interpretation. Now let's move to our next slide, critical evaluation. Okay, let's welcome to critical evaluation. In my opinion, the article provides strong evidence on how riba avoidance influences customers' decisions. However, the study lack of broader context, especially in comparing Islamic banking system in different countries. The findings would be more impactful if they were supported by real-world case studies or practical examples. Overall, I found that the research is useful, but it needs further expansion to improve its practical application. Now let's move to our last slide with me. Overall, the article is informative and relevant to our subject, Fiqh Muamalat. It clearly highlights importance of riba, avoidance, and product knowledge in influencing customer decision in Islamic banking. The use of statistical analysis strengthened the finding and made the study more reliable. However, the study has some limitations, such as the small sample size and limited research location. It also lacked quality data for deeper understanding of customer behavior. However, the standard of the article outweighed its weaknesses. It remains useful. I strongly recommend that further research with larger sample, broader scope, and improved methodology. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
So, in conclusion, this study shows that both riba avoidance and product knowledge plays important roles in influencing customers' decision to choose Islamic banks. The finding reveals that the strongest factor is the motivation to avoid riba, as many Muslim customers prefer banking services that follow Sharia principles. Besides that, product knowledge also affects customer decisions because people are more confident in using Islamic banking services when they understand the products and benefits offered. The study also suggests that Islamic banks should improve public awareness, provide more education about their products, and continue maintaining strong Sharia compliance to attract more customers. Although this research has some limitations, such as the small sample size and limited location, it still provides useful insights into consumer behavior in the Islamic banking industry. Thank you.